All right, I am so excited to be here today. What I have is the Bertello gas propane burner. We're going to take a look, open it up today. I've got the wood tray burner, and this is awesome. It actually sits on top of the propane burner so that you can use propane simultaneously with wood chips, wood chunks, whatever. And then the Bertello pizza oven itself. We're going to open all three of these, get them set up. We're going to cook some pizzas. Here we go. So here is the wood tray. It's awesome, stainless steel. That will slide into the oven like this. The tray itself will set over the propane burner. The burner will rest right inside of here. We'll put our wood chunks on, get some nice wood flames going on. Here we've got our propane burner. Open it up. Got the instructions, the user manual, some hardware. Go ahead and slide this out. Ooh, looking good, looking good. All right, got our packing. Okay, here we go. So here is, ooh, it looks so nice. Here is the propane burner. Turn it around. Got our flame adjuster right here and the ignition knob. And then this is this deflector shield, and it actually goes on, like this over the burner when you're not using this wooden tray. So when you're not using the wooden tray, the deflector goes on there. We're just going to go ahead and use the wooden tray today though. We'll get this set aside and then we'll open up this. We'll get it all put together. Alright, here is the oven. Ooh, nice. Here we go. Let's check out the stone. See how it looks. Packaged really nice. Oh, there it is. Look at it. Beautiful. It's got Bertello right there. Nice square stone to cook on. Throw that aside. Got our instructions. All right, let's pull the knife out of the oven. Okay, we'll pull off this end. Pull off this end. All right. So here's how it ships to us. Let's take off the plastic. All right. On the back of the oven, we've got the lid that goes over your opening for your fuel. So your fuel door, it'll just rest just like that right on top of the oven. So we'll set that right here. There we go. Turn it around. There's the oven itself. We'll go ahead and slide this out. All right, here is the wood tray. Now this goes just inside the oven. So we'll set it right here while we get it set up. Oh, nice. They've included a little scoop for pellets, I'm assuming. That's pretty cool. Use that for something. And then the box for the tray is stuck in here. So now I gotta just pull it out. Gonna squish it a little bit. There we go. Okay, throw that aside. Looks good. Now inside here, what you'll find, this is a fun little tool. If I can get it out. I've seen these before. A lot of people debate on what they are. So check it out. A lot of people say it's a matchstick holder, so you can stick a match in and light it. A lot of people say it's a back scratcher. Oh yeah. A lot of people say you can pull it, go like this, and then you can pull the tray out. I'll have to reach out to Bertello and ask them exactly what it's for. There it is. All right, let's check. The tape is out. Maybe there's one little piece. One little piece of tape. Now, here's the bottom. I'll show you the bottom of the oven. These are the legs. So you just go like that, fold the legs out. 4 legs. And there's our oven ready to go. Now we can work on getting the burner tray in, the propane burner on, and the stone in. And then we'll get it fired up. We'll do an initial burn. And the nice thing about this is because I'm gonna let it preheat about 20 minutes, it's just gonna burn off any residue that's inside the oven anyway. Here I am with the oven. I'm gonna show you a couple ways to set it up. So first, this is the initial burner tray. Now, this does slide out so that you can easily clean the ash out when you're done and it's cooled down. You pull the tray out, dump out the ash. But to set it up, it just slides in through the oven like so. And then here at the back, slide it over the pegs, and then you get it to slide out just like this. Now the oven is essentially ready to go. I could totally use it as is, just like this. I take my stone, put it in, and for lighting, you'll put some wood in there, some biofuel. I like to use cotton balls soaked in rubbing alcohol. It's kind of hard to come by these days. But I like to do that, set it in there, light it, put my door on, and then let it burn. Now, something that works really, really well is if you are doing just wood, is to get a small USB powered fan and stick it right here and have it blow right into the back of the Bertello oven. You get a nice draft, you get a lot of oxygen, it works great. This is the second way to set up your Bertello pizza oven. This is for the propane burner. What you're going to do is take this piece and slide it into the oven right here, just like this. And you'll notice that there are little legs that fold down. Once it's inside the oven, we're gonna fold those legs down so that it stands up. They're like stilts that raise it up. So we'll go ahead and slide that in like this, and this is for the propane burner. Okay, now what I'll do is take the propane burner, so what I'm going to do now is take the propane burner. I do need to clip that for the cord. And with it, they've included this small hex wrench. And what I'm going to do is to take this wrench, and if I need to adjust these screws, loosen them, and the propane burner will set right on those screws. And then I can take the wrench, tighten them, and snug them up for security. Okay, now that I've got the propane burner attached, what I will do is take that shield and slide it in. Looks like it's about there. We'll rotate the oven. And now I'll stick my hand in And I will pull those legs down so that that shield, that deflector, is in there and ready to go. One. Excellent. So we've got that ready to go. And I'm ready to cook with propane. And I'll just slide the stone and be ready to go. Now the last that I'm super excited about is this right here. And this is the wood tray that rests over the propane burner. So you get the constant burn and temperature of propane, but you also get a nice couple things. You get the wood flavor from wood, but you also get something that propane doesn't do as well, and that's flames drafting across the top of the oven. So when I put those wood chunks on top of this, and that flame is reaching for oxygen at the front of the oven, it's coming out toward the front much more than that directed propane only flame in the back of the oven. To install this wood tray, what I need to do is loosen the hex screws on the back of the burner so that it can slide out. Okay, so those are loosened. We'll slide the burner out, and then we will take this tray and slide it in from the front, just like this. It's kind of nice to reach through the back too, work in tandem, front to back, back to front. All right, this looks great. Let me see if I can show you a little better angle. So I've got this in here, and this is the tray. It sits so that opening is right there at this opening. I will now take the propane burner, and the burner just slides right in here. Rests over the screws. There we go, and then tighten them up. Alright, there we go. So I've got my propane burner on, my wood tray on. It's looking awesome. We're going to put the stone in. There we go. Bertello, it's looking good. Stone slides just like that. It rests on the pegs, and we will now get the table set up and ready to go so that we can cook some pizza. That is the unboxing of the Bertello pizza oven. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've learned and you've seen how it looks and how it works, and we'll get it fired up so we can eat. Okay, here is the initial lighting of the Bertello pizza oven. We'll turn our propane on. There's our tank, get our tank on. Now, it's a good idea to take off the fuel door cover just in case it doesn't ignite, and then you can see the flame as well. So what you do to ignite it is you push in on the ignition button on the fuel flame adjuster, and once it ignites you have to hold it in for about 5 seconds. So we're going to see if we can get that. See nothing right there. There we go. Hold it for 5 seconds. After it ticks, that tick is the ignition. Release it, and there we go. Our propane is going. Now what I'm going to do is get a wood chunk. I found personally that I can use different flavors of wood: mesquite, hickory, apple, fruit wood. I don't taste the difference. As you can see, I enjoy doing other cooking. I've got a Bradley smoker. Behind the camera I've got my Weber Performer, my Weber Genesis. I just don't feel like with like a 2-minute cooking time and the hot, fast burn in the pizza oven, I don't taste the difference. So I found a really good deal at Lowe's for mesquite. So I have a ton of mesquite chunks, and that's what I use. You guys can use what you want, but I find that works for me, especially because I got it for a good deal. So we'll go ahead and put one on. We'll let it warm up, preheat for about 20 minutes, and then we'll make some pizzas. Okay, here we are. We've got just a cheese pizza. Kids love cheese. I make the kids first. I've got a laser thermometer. Those are super helpful. About 1 inch from the back is 823 degrees Fahrenheit. About 1 inch from the edge, I measured 581. And I've only been preheating for about 10 minutes, but I'm ready to go. So here's the pizza. We'll give it a launch. Well, I got a little close to the edge, but there we go. Alright, I like to rotate about every 20 seconds, so we'll slide it under, give it a spin. Oh, it's a wide one. That's probably why it stuck out so far. Now, many of you guys know I used to own this, and I don't like it near as much. This is the best thing about that oven, and I just kept it because they sent me an extra one because the first one was broken. There we go. We'll let it go another 20-ish seconds. Give it a spin. Any of you people that enjoy smoking meats, off the back here, I've got some thin blue smoke, which is what you're looking for when you're smoking, so you don't get a very sooty, ashy burn. And anyway, that's a good sign. Got the neighbors mowing. It's nice. Once I get into the cook a little more, I like to rotate the pizza a little more than 20 seconds. I find that I go maybe about 10 to 15 and rotate, pull it, rotate, pull it, just so I get some nice even cooking on all of the edges. Ooh, it's looking good. There we go. Give it a little spin. Oh, that's hot. That is hot. Looks like I've got a little hole in the pizza. I've got some cheese and sauce going on the stone. No worries. Just burns off. That crust was a little thin in the center. Pull that off. Yep, there's my hole. That's all good. Anyway, it looks pretty good. Sounds pretty good. We'll go let it cool down.